That was New York's own BD3. B as in boy, D as David 3. And I'd like to thank them for providing the intro and outro music for this podcast. You can find BD3 on all major streaming services. We'll be right back. This is Walter Latham, and welcome to the Walt Weekly. Today, we finally have on board the lady, the number one, Michelle Sweeney McCombs, our new co-host. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for having me, Walter. Appreciate it. Looking forward.
All right, so who do we have today?
I'm excited.
Who are we interviewing today?
Guest that we have today, his name is Stephen A. Smith. Well, thank you for joining the Walt Weekly.
Fantastic. Excited about the possibility of impacting others.
Awesome. Appreciate you coming on the show. We're looking forward to hearing your story. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am a native New Yorker, so to speak. I spent the first 40 years of my life in the 5 boroughs and in the periphery of New York City. For the last 14 years, I've been down here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I love my Southern experience. I've been an educator. January 3rd, made 32 years working as an educator. I've taught, done program facilitation, I've mentored, tutored, I've sold all types of educational equipment, sold all types of educational software, and keeping in that vein of education, I've done financial education for many, many years. A lot of it entailed business funding, helping people to get money that ordinarily wouldn't get money from the banks or from different lending resources. And I've done a lot of credit restoration for people as well. I think that's very important. I love seeing the community have good credit and having access to the lowest interest rates that are out there possible. And my personal passion is speaking to young people, especially mentoring young ladies, and that's where I'm Worth Waiting For was born. It's a self-esteem and abstinence campaign, and I just love building their minds and letting them understand their value. So I've done a number of things, but that is
you wear many hats.
Passion.
You wear many hats.
Right. Absolutely.
Good. That's very good.
Good. Really admirable. I mean, that's what we need. We need more people out there like you. Really. To be perfectly honest, I don't know whether you got a chance to go back and listen to an episode I did on economic wealth within the Black community, where we're falling short and we continue to slip, in terms of our net worth versus, let's say, the white guy's net worth, the average family, the average medium income, and how we stack up against them and how far we are behind. So have you thought about that, or do you take that into consideration in what you do in terms of your informing the Black community or the products that you sell or teach about?
Absolutely. In turn, I am a part of a network called the Community Empowerment Movement Network. And what we're doing is lifting up minorities in entrepreneurship. Now, speaking to exactly what you just said is that, 66% of African American incomes, all right, are to the majority of 100%. That means that someone that's going out and seeking employment, they're basically making 2/3 of what the majority is making and performing the same particular profession, the same particular job.
Wow.
These statistics are well known, and unfortunately, they're widely accepted. And to be a minority female, it's even worse than that. That statistic
Really?
was for the minority males.
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
double whammy. Then.
absolutely. Yes, and
Definitely.
we check the SBA, the Small Business Administration, statistics and loans that are given out to minorities, people of color, are 2% in their books, and that's just unacceptable. So we're part of a network that encourages entrepreneurship. We seek to make you both personal credit worthy as well as business credit worthy, and for you to have an opportunity to live the quote unquote American dream, because it is available. It's just, we're looking to podcasts like this one,
Right.
to make sure that people know that there is money that is available.
All right,
Yeah.
great.
Educate people.
Great. All right, I didn't mean to get off track, Michelle. I think you have your.
No, we're on track.
Oh, great,
Definitely on
great.
track.
So I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
So, what advice, Steve, would you give to people that's interested in financial freedom? How would they get started with that?
Okay, well, the advice that I would give first and foremost is, if you have a dream or a vision for something that you would put your all into, okay? A lot of people have jobs, all right?
Right.
And there's an acronym for job. It's just over broke, okay? But
I like that.
true entrepreneurship is taking something that you have. I mean, the Bible says that we all have gifts and talents. Every single human being has something to offer this world.
Right.
But so many of us, just to make ends meet, will stay in a job forever and a day, and never take advantage of our gifts and talents.
Right.
So, and the thing is that, this is what you have to offer to the world, and given the opportunity for it to be properly financed, you'll more than likely flourish, because this is your gift and talent.
Right.
So, what we do is, in order for me to be the most effective, I have to be a good listener. Okay.
Right.
So when I'm speaking to people, I try to identify whatever passion that they have for their particular dream. Okay. And then we sit back and we will outline a way for them to achieve that particular dream. So many of the people that I deal with have credit challenges, and
Right.
that's something I deal with more often than not. There are ways for you to get what you need. I promote second chance funding. Sometimes those interest rates are a little bit higher.
Right.
But the bottom line is I will, ultimately get you the money. And, if you're passionate about something, I do want to get you the money. A lot of these things are loans and lines of credit. But I want to make sure that you have a business plan. I've seen people get money and sit on that money, and you got to start paying that money back. So,
Right.
What's important to me is
Not a
that,
gift.
all the I's have been dotted, all the T's have been crossed, and let's ultimately develop and cultivate your dream and your vision. So that, in terms of entrepreneurship, I think that's, something that I take seriously. I take everybody's dream and vision very seriously.
Amazing. That's great. That's a lot of information to start. How can someone get in touch with you in reference to the CEMN organization and to take advantage of the benefits that you offer?
Well, we have a phone number first and foremost. We have different emails. The
That's great.
website, and if you look, through the website, you scroll through, and you'll ultimately find me. It's www.mycemn.com. That's MyCharlesEdwardMaryNancy.com. And look at the business funding tab, and also you go over to the newsletter tab, because we promote a newsletter, and you scroll down and you'll see my bio and some of my peers as well. And it just, like I said, it's a community of color, promoting entrepreneurship, personal credit worthiness, as well as business credit worthiness. That's one way. I have a phone number that anyone can reach me on, which is 770-369-5929. Repeat, 770-369-5929. I'm always available. If you can't reach me, please text me.
Awesome.
In 2020,
Do you have any social media?
that's the way.
Definitely. Do you guys also have social media handles, or Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter handles for the company?
You can find me on Facebook under Stephen Allen Smith, or Stephen A. Smith. Okay, you'll see a picture of my three beautiful daughters. My
Your reason.
my biggest achievement. My why. My biggest achievement.
That's right.
And also I am on Instagram as Stephen A. Smith NYC, standing for New York City. ATL, standing for Atlanta. Stephen A. Smith, NYC, ATL. I can be reached there. And on Twitter, I'm under I'm Worth Waiting For.
All right.
Those are three ways that we can connect. Correct.
I'm worth waiting for. Awesome. Well, we appreciate this. This is very informative. We look forward to on some more future shows, if that's possible, for educating the community for finance, which is amazing. I can testify for that. CN, Stephen, I've worked with you before in reference to credit repair, and it did wonders for me. I still have to follow up in reference to business-wise, but we appreciate you taking the time out. I know you're a busy man. We thank you for being on the Walter, do you have anything else to say to Mr. Smith before he comes off?
No, I just wanted, the only thing I can say is I really appreciate, Dave, for you coming on today for the benefit of our listeners and our mission. And we do want to have you back, because there are certain things that I think we need to step through. And with your expertise, we can step through, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship and some products out there that people may be looking to invest in. So we look for, a beneficially or mutually beneficial relationship.
I look forward to connecting with you. We'll be in New York City soon, and we'll make sure that we reach out, and maybe we can break bread and iron out some details so that we can impact the community.
Excellent. Thank you, Steve.